In the flickering glow of nostalgia, Kerry Katona sits down to unpack a lifetime under the relentless beam of fame, a journey that began with harmonious highs and plunged into discordant depths. At 45, the former Atomic Kitten frontwoman confesses a lingering battle with celebrity's double-edged sword, crediting her 4 children as the unbreakable tether keeping her grounded. "I would not be sat here today if it were not for my children," she shares, her voice a mix of gratitude and grit, in the upcoming BBC documentary Girlbands Forever. This intimate film, airing as a loving tribute to the girl groups that defined the 90s and 2000s, peels back the velvet curtain on an era when pop was a battlefield of glamour and exhaustion. Kerry's reflections hit like a power ballad, raw, resonant, and revealing. Speaking on BBC Breakfast, she dives into the documentary's nostalgic core. "It's very nostalgic. We haven't got girl bands anymore. We don't have like proper pop stars." Her words carry the weight of someone who lived the dream, only to awaken to its illusions. Atomic Kitten wasn't just a band, it was a phenomenon, birthing anthems like "Whole Again" that mended broken hearts worldwide. Yet, Kerry insists, "I am so incredibly blessed and grateful that I was part of something so huge that is no longer with us." This acknowledgement is laced with melancholy, a requiem for an extinct species of stardom where synchronized dances and catchy hooks ruled the airwaves. "But what people don't see is they only see this glamorous side of us," Kerry continues, her tone shifting to one of quiet indictment. "The public feasts on red carpet radiance, but the documentary illuminates the grime. They don't see the hard work that goes into it. At one stage all 3 of us were on drips." This visceral image, of Dehydration Days performers hooked to IVs between takes, shatters the myth of effortless sparkle. It evokes the punishing schedules, the vocal strain, the caloric deprivation that sculpted their lithe figures but eroded their well-being. Girlbands Forever doesn't just reminisce. It reckons, interviewing survivors like Liz McLarnon and Natasha Hamilton to weave a collective memoir of ambition's cost. Kerry's origin story is the stuff of underdog epics. Scouted by OMD's Andy McCluskey for a fresh girl group, she auditioned alongside Liz McLarnon and Heidi, the latter soon replaced by Natasha Hamilton in 1999. What emerged was Atomic Kitten, a trio whose debut single Right Now, dropped on November 29, 1999, ignited a firestorm. From Merseyside's gritty streets to global arenas, Kerry's foster home upbringing fueled her hunger. But fame arrived like a tidal wave, overwhelming the 19-year-old who found herself on antidepressants, grappling with paparazzi invasions that turned privacy into a relic. "I am 45 now and I still struggle with fame, which is one of the reasons why I left," she admits. "It wasn't what I expected. This exit wasn't dramatic fanfare but a quiet reclamation. Aged 19, I was on antidepressants because I couldn't handle the intrusion of what is." The what is encompasses tabloid torments, headlines branding her train wreck amid addiction struggles, custody wars, and financial freefalls. Kerry's craving? "I realized and I did not want the fame or riches. I wanted to be mum and a wife, and being a kid from a foster home, that was all I ever actually craved." Motherhood became her North Star, birthing daughters Molly and Lily Sue with ex-Brian McFadden, Heidi and Max with Mark Croft, and son DJ with the late George K. These anchors pulled her from rock bottom, through rehab and reality TV stints, to a steadier horizon. The documentary's scope extends beyond Kerry, chronicling the girl group renaissance that mirrored societal shifts. The 90s birthed Spice Girls' girl power, All Saints' cool edge, and Atomic Kitten's cheeky charm, each navigating exploitative contracts and male-dominated labels. Girlbands Forever features archival footage, rehearsal room squabbles, chart-topping celebrations, juxtaposed with present-day candor. Kerry's segment explores how fame's facade masked fractures, the pressure to maintain sexy but not too sexy personas, the erasure of individual identities in favor of group synergy. "We were on drips," she repeats, a refrain underscoring the physical toll, but also the emotional rivalry stoked by media, the loneliness of hotel room tours. At 45, Kerry's struggle persists, a chronic ache in fame's aftermath. Post-Atomic Kitten, her life zigzagged. I'm a Celebrity triumphs, Loose Women panelist gigs, a memoir bearing her bipolar diagnosis. Yet, intrusions linger, trolls dissecting her appearance, exes weaponizing her past. "I still struggle," she echoes, but resilience gleams through. Her children's unwavering support, from Molly's modeling success to DJ's innocent joys, fuels her advocacy. Kerry champions mental health, partnering with charities to destigmatize foster care alumni in the spotlight. This reflection arrives at a pivotal juncture. With Atomic Kitten reunions whispered and solo ventures like her podcast bubbling, Kerry embodies reinvention. Girlbands Forever isn't mere nostalgia. It's a cautionary symphony harmonizing past glories with hard lessons. As Kerry gazes back, she sees not just sequins and screams, but a girl who dared to dream, and endured to tell the tale. In her words, fame's intrusion fades against family's embrace, proving that the truest hits are the ones that heal.